What's going on YouTube? Super Browser from the Total Nation bringing you guys live review of a movie. That's right, we're doing something non-Pokemon related on the channel, so don't kill us, don't leave. Stay right there and watch as I review Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four. So, my thing about Fantastic Four is Fantastic Four, of course, is the Marvel. I want to say Marvel movie. It's not. It's Fox related, which is going to be a huge point in this review, by the way. So, Fox owns X-Men and the Fantastic Four, as well as some other superheroes that Marvel sold to them when they were in bankruptcy. And now we have to suffer through movies put out by Fox that should be good, but kind of aren't. I'm not saying this movie is good. Just watch the review. Anyways, Fantastic Four. First off, I'm going to do this review in pieces. I'm going to go over the cast, I'm going to go over the movie, and I'm going to go over what I think should be changed. First of all, let's talk about the cast. I want to say that Miles Teller as Reed Richards was actually a good casting choice. I was sitting there watching the movie. I'm like, you know what? Miles Teller is not... I was expecting Reed Richards to be a dick in this one because that's what Miles Teller's MO is. He's a great actor, but in most of his movies, he's kind of a dick. A little bit of a dick. But in this one, he did a fantastic job of playing the unassuming geek, the geek who's really oblivious to everything except his friend Ben and his work that he's trying to accomplish. And I thought that was a very good portrayal by Miles Teller. I actually liked it better than Ian Gruffin's portrayal in the first Fantastic Four movies. Even though Ian's portrayal wasn't bad, I just didn't feel like he captured gravitas like Miles Teller can. I feel like Miles Teller is a much more serious actor than Ian Gruffin was. Maybe he can just pull off serious roles better anyways, but you can tell there's one point in the movie, spoilers if you haven't seen it, by the way, stop watching this review, go watch it, and then come back and watch this review and let me know what you think. But spoilers, yeah, there's one point in the movie where he's like, Miles Teller is just like crushed. He's crushed by what's happened to his friends, and he just can't deal with it. He runs away to try to figure it out, and it's really an emotional point in the movie. It's a point where everything is building up, good, then just bad. I mean, it just gets like just bad, dark feelings everywhere. And you could see him pull it off. Like, this guy is crushed by what he feels like he's done. He's driving himself to the breaking point, trying to figure out how he can help his friends. And I really don't feel like Ian really grasps that in his portrayal of Reed Richards. There was a couple times where you can see, like, oh yeah, he's sleeping here, he's really tired, he's exhausted. But he didn't isolate himself like Reed Richards did in this movie in order to go figure it out. He obviously felt like he wasn't good enough, like it was his fault, and he wanted to go away, figure it out, and he wasn't going to stop until he cured his friends. Let's see. Kate Mara as the Invisible Woman. Now, I hate to say this because I love Jessica Alba in every way, but Jessica Alba was put in a suit to show her boobs off. 100% true. Every guy knows it. That's what she was put there for. I mean, do I think Jessica Alba can act? Yes. Do I think she was put in there as eye candy to catch other people besides nerds to go watch a superhero movie back then? I absolutely do, because back then the superhero genre wasn't as accepted as it is now, so they needed to put eye candy in the movie to draw you in and make you see the movie. That's what they did back then, and I don't blame them because, hey, Jessica Alba is really sexy, and she's a really good actress, but I feel like Kate Mara's portrayal was a lot more serious-minded, which fits with the overall tone of the movie, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I feel like Kate Mara, it's a toss-up. It depends on what you're looking for in an Invisible Woman. Are you looking for someone really pretty, really sexy, really hot, who just has sexual appeal all over? Or are you looking for someone who's more serious, a little bit more down to earth, but it's still pretty? I don't know. It really depends on what you're looking for in your Invisible Woman, so I'm going to call that one a draw. The Thing. Guys, Jamie Bell was definitely the best actor in this movie, and I'm a huge Miles Teller fan, but I would tell you he was the best actor in this movie. If there's one actor I feel like nailed his role entirely, it was Jamie Bell, because Jamie Bell had to spend a lot of his time acting just with his eyes, because he was in an animatronic suit, so he had to spend a lot of time just acting with his eyes, and you could feel the pain he was in. It was really great. It really kind of sucked you into Ben Grimm's storyline. There wasn't a whole lot of Ben Grimm's storyline going on. I mean, it was a Fantastic Four movie, so of course there's a Ben Grimm storyline. But I feel like the moments Jamie Bell's on screen is the moments you can tell. Any time he was on screen with Miles Teller was great, because you can always tell that Miles Teller's just an unassuming geek. He's playing Reed Richards. He's kind of unaware of everything. And Jamie Bell, he's just like always watching. He's watching everyone. He's watching this Victor guy. He's watching everyone around Reed. Like, he truly has his back. It's an amazing thing. And it wasn't over the top like it was in the first Fantastic Four movie where Ben Grimm's trying to fight everyone. No, it was very much, I got your back, Reed. I'm going to watch everyone while you do what you do. I'm here to protect you because you're my friend, and we've been doing this since we were kids, and this is our roles, and this is what we comfortable was. And I think Miles Teller and Jamie Bell did a great job of portraying that type of chemistry. Like, Reed Richards is the guy who plans things, gets things done, and you have Ben Grimm's the guy who supports Reed in everything he does, and who always is looking out for him. And you could just tell by the body language of Jamie Bell that that's what he was there to do. He could always tell he was always sizing up other people, trying to find out what they were about. Michael B. Jordan as a Human Torch versus Chris Evans. Okay, so I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding this because of, Michael B. Jordan's black and the Human Torch isn't black in the comics. Honestly, guys, I really don't care. I mean, am I upset that Marvel wants to change that society wants everyone? Society gets mad when other races play, when white people play, or when white actors play ethnic races, but they're okay when minorities play white roles. I'm kind of a little bit, hey, that's kind of being a little bit hypocritical, but whatever, sure. I mean, I can't say that because I'll be considered a racist. Whatever. Anyways, it had nothing to do with that. I just think Chris Evans is a more comedic timed actor than Michael B. Jordan. And Michael B. Jordan's Human Torch was cocky, but it wasn't the type of cocky that you expect from the Human Torch. The Human Torch is arrogant, he's cocky, he's like, oh, look at me, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, look at me, look, I can light on fire. And while Michael did a really good job of capturing some of that, his cockiness was more, oh, I'm going to throw this in my father's face, oh, I'm too cool to freaking do science stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I just felt like it was that type of portrayal. Now, did it worked well with this film? Yeah, it did work well, but at the same time, when you see Human Torch on screen, you're just comparing him to Chris Evans. That's the kind of performance Chris Evans had in the original Fantastic Four. In fact, the original Fantastic Four was hallmarked for his campiness, and the best thing about the original Fantastic Four was probably Chris Evans as the Human Torch. It's not so with this movie. You'll know Michael B. Jordan's the Human Torch, but it's not the best part of the movie. In fact, if I had to pick, like I said before, if I had to pick one character that really outshined him, that really kind of made the movie for me, it was Jamie Bell as the Thing. He did a great job. So that's the main cast. Oh, let's talk about Victor Von Doom, shall we? Why do you pick up an actor who literally looks like a tall Indian guy who you picked up off a computer playing WoW? What? I don't understand what they were trying to go for here, but the first time you see Victor Von Doom, he looks like this shut-in, guy who's just sitting around a bank full of computers who looks like he probably just put down his Hot Pocket because he's about to go do another raid on WoW. That's what he looks like, guys. I hate to break it to everyone who was looking forward to an awesome portrayal of Victor Von Doom. You're not going to get it in this movie. 100% you're not going to get a good portrayal of Victor Von Doom in this movie. So don't go to the theaters expecting it. You're going to get some random Indian guy whose name I don't remember. Not trying to be racist. I'm just trying to give you his ethnicity. I don't know what they were doing when they selected this guy. He has zero presence on screen. You want Victor Von Doom to have presence. That's one thing about Victor Von Doom. He's arrogant. He's cocky. He's the guy who thinks the world revolves around him. I really didn't get that feeling from this guy, and I don't buy Victor Von Doom as some Greenpeace guy who's like, oh gosh, anti-military, anti-this, anti-that. I'm like, what? What? That's not Victor Von Doom. That's not. And in fact, Victor Von Doom kind of built his own military and tried to take over the entire world in the comics, so I don't know where the correlation was between the two, but something got crossed. And it was just a horrible portrayal. Whoever played him, boo. Just, gosh, no. Bad Victor Von Doom. Very bad. Alright, let's talk about the actual tone of the movie. This review is going to be kind of long, so hopefully you're watching it still by now. If you are, kudos to you. Go ahead and give yourself a little cookie from your mom's cookie jar for watching it for this long. Anyways, this is going to be a longer review because I'm a huge comic book fan. So when I go into the movie expecting to see the Fantastic Four, I expect to see the Fantastic Four. And what I felt like happened here, the first hour of the movie was great. 100%, they did a good job building the characters, building the storylines besides Victor Von Doom, who was horrible, 100% horrible. Horrible. Alright, that's the last thing I'm going to say about it. Probably not, but whatever. Anyways, they did a great job building the characters. Awesome seeing Reed Richards and Ben Grimm as little kids together and them growing up together, watching the storyline as it progresses. I really thought they did it. They did a unique thing here, making all the characters the same age. Is it comic? Is it straight from the source comics? No, it's not. But is it good? I thought it was really good what they did here. I love the intro to this movie. It's a little bit more somber, but you know, it wasn't as bad as people were, as other reviews have made it out to be. Critics suck, by the way. But and movie critics, by the way. I'm just doing a review. That don't make me a critic. I'm just giving my honest opinion as a comic book fan, not as someone who's paid to go to the movies. And I guess someone who hates Fox like slip money into these guys' pockets and say, "Here, just go give them a bad review." Disney, I know it was you. But yeah, what they were trying to do here is really odd because the first part of the movie worked. The first hour of the movie worked really well. I was really into it. Everything was clicking. I could see, oh, this is a pretty cool new intro for the Fantastic Four. I like what they did with the interdimensional travel and then Victor's and Reed's research paralleling. I thought that was a great twist to the story. Make them friends before they're enemies, stuff like that. And, you know, in the comics, there's always this animosity between Von Doom and Reed. But you could see it a little bit because the object, of course, is Sue Storm, which is what it's supposed to be. But I didn't really feel like Reed. I feel like there were like the other guy playing Victor Von Doom was showing animosity, and Reed was just completely oblivious to it. Like, oh yeah, dude, we're friends, right? And then the other guy's just like, I hate you. I want to murder you and stab your unborn children. I feel like it was that kind of animosity. Maybe it was just me, but I don't know. But the tone of the movie. But then the second part of the movie just breaks down. I don't know what the disconnect was. But, of course, the military tries to use Fantastic Four, all that stuff. And you get to the end scene of the movie. And Reed comes back after being gone for a year. Again, spoilers. I said it before. I'm not going to say it again. Reed comes back after being gone from a year. And he's trying to go back and save all these guys. He's been trying to do it on his own for a year. But they send Ben in to catch him. And that's pretty awesome. When they send Ben to catch Reed. And Ben's really upset with Reed for, you know, what he feels like abandonment. And that's a pretty awesome part of the movie. They did a great job there. But I don't feel like... I feel like it was kind of rushed. The ending was really rushed. It was really rushed. You don't really get a sense of them cohesing until the very end. And then, of course, they cut to black. So I don't know. Was it a good movie? Yeah. Was it a bad movie? No. Was it a great movie? No. Was it a horrible movie? No. This thing was like right down the middle. If you want to waste 2 hours, if you have 2 hours to kill, and you don't feel like, you know, watching reruns of American Dad or, you know, Family Guy or watching Daredevil again on Netflix, go see the movie. Is it as bad as Spider-Man 3? Nah. Is it as good as any of the other Spider-Mans? No. I mean, it's a very down the middle type of movie. And here's what I think the problem was. I think the problem was the tone of the movie. I think comic book fans now, I'm going to say now because my next point is going to emphasize this. Comic book fans now and superhero moviegoers now are looking for a bit more campiness than they were back when the original Fantastic Four was. And I think that was the problem with the original Fantastic Four movie. It was really campy and comic booky, and people wanted superhero movies steeped in realism. After Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy and Man of Steel and all these really somber, down-to-earth, just crush my soul type of superhero movies were made, I think people are like, yeah, we could use a bit more camp, a bit more levity, a bit more comic relief in our superhero movies, which is what Ant-Man did such a good job with. Ant-Man was really campy. It was really great. It interjected fun back in the superhero movies. It wasn't all doom and gloom. It was fun. It was exciting. It was fresh. It was campy. And people loved it. What I think this director didn't get the memo, though, that crowds want a little bit more camp into the superhero movies. I think the past Fantastic Four would have done great in today's superhero age, and I think this Fantastic Four would have done well when they wanted a more dark and gritty and grim type of superhero movie. So really, all you need to do is go back in time, flip the movies around, and there you go. you'll have a perfect Fantastic Four for today's fans. That's my opinion. Don't watch Fantastic Four 2 Rise of the Silver Surfer, though. You'll get super depressed and just watch everything fall down the drain. But again, if you want to watch a good Fantastic Four movie, you can pick either one and just imagine a time where you want camp or imagine a time where you want dark. Depending on your mood, if you want it dark, watch the new Fantastic Four. If you want camp, watch the old Fantastic Four. It really depends on what you want. But this movie, Fantastic Four, directed by Josh Trank, was really just an okay time. That's what I'm going to rate it. Just an okay time. Just okay. It's not going to make you jump out of your seat cheering. It's not going to make you leave the theater banging your head against the wall. It's just like, it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, it wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't a bad movie. So, yeah. Take it how you will. Fantastic Four gets about 2.5 out of 5 stars from me. If you've seen the movie, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that little thumbs up button that's right down below. If you didn't, for whatever reason, you thought it was too long, which I'll agree, 15 minutes is too long for a review. But hey, my first one, I'll shorten them at a later time. Hit that thumbs down button that's right beside it. But Fantastic Four, what did you see? Did you see it yet? And if you did, what did you think about the characters? Comment below. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, turtle people, be safe, because the #1 leading cause of death to all turtle folk are fat Italian plumbers. So watch yourself and stay safe out there. Later, all.
What? Are you kidding me, Dom? Guys, I don't through. Heracross don't care about your Intimidate Crocodile. We finally get a win. Oh my goodness, we finally get a win. Because Heracross just don't care about Intimidate. He don't.